Hey, this is SLEEGMAR from Welcome2Podcast. We're out here fighting zombies and eating cannibals so you don't have to. And all we ask for in exchange is for you to subscribe, like, follow, do all that stuff, comment, call us cringe down below.
We done it.
We did it?
Except for Mr. Miller.
400% the volume.
Wow. I can't say what I've been saying all night long. We will get canceled.
Super canceled. And speaking of super canceled...
Wow! What a shit segue! I like the shit segue theme continues.
Speaking of super canceled, let's talk about some terrible video games.
We already decided what the best one of all time was. And it was unanimously Star Fox 64, greatest game of all time. Yes. Eventually, once all the household catastrophes stop happening every fucking day, we'll release the whole list onto YouTube and various other platforms. But for now, you know, number one, sneak peek, Star Fox 64, greatest game of all time.
Exactly.
What are we doing today?
Today we are determining the definitive list of the 10 worst games of all time. And we have a select few to debate, a few of them that we're more than likely going to just say they're not enjoyable by our standards, but the worst of all time, nah.
Yeah, well, yeah, when we're done, this will be definitive, no questions asked, argument free. Anyone else with a list needs to delete theirs because we've made the number one definitive list of all time. Ours.
And while we were working off of a written list for contribution from Mr. Miller, today we have the genuine article in the house.
Hi, Mr. Miller.
Hello.
The red box. Oh, wait. I forgot. We don't need to stare at a disgusting red box. We got a face for this cool guy.
No, I do not have my webcam set up for that.
Oh, yeah, you do. You didn't know? Oh, you didn't know? Do. Your ass better call somebody. Alright, well, that's about as centered as it's ever going to get, I think. There we go, perfect.
Good enough.
Perfect!
Excellent. Okay. So, let's begin these discussions for the night with, I think, a rather non-contentious addition to this list, and that is Duke Nukem Forever.
I contention.
Contention?
I object!
Why object?
Now, people, it's an easy target, okay?
Okay.
And obviously it went through development hell, and it's like pieces of different, like, console generations in one game, frankly. But moral of the story, worst game of all time? I don't think so. I think by including this, you are just falling in line with all the hype.
No. I say that this one deserves it, mostly because it is the ultimate in, not holding a developer's feet to the fire and allowing them to just think that they can keep building it over and over and over again until it's this monstrosity that will never be able to live up to the hype. And if I have played this game. It is, functionally, it's there, but
There it is, bada bing!
And he He's come to save our sins once more.
Just like his zombie deck.
I love sins, just like my zombie deck.
But if you were to cut this game down the middle, you'd be able to see cross sections of basically.
Oh yeah, no, I 100% agree with that. Like it's a Frankenstein's monster of a game. Like you can see where like the '90s ended, and you're in the friggin' Xbox era, and then it got to the 360 era as development went along. Like it's horrible in that sense. But I think the mere miracle that it came together, and it's playable. The game is playable. Like it might not be that enjoyable, but it's a functioning shooter.
I contend that this game deserves at least discussion in this list, just because of the level of hubris that even in the finished.
Oh no! I'm not saying it doesn't deserve discussion. I'm just saying it. I think it falls it fell short of top 10 worst of all time.
All right, that's fair enough. Let's see.
I'll keep like a running list somewhere that we got notes. You keep doing what you do, though. Oops, wrong.
So
what's our next game?
Well, we're going with that one.
Oh Jesus Christ Almighty! Now I gotta adjust all of our cute little.
Okay,
sideboard.
Never mind. I will cancel.
No, don't cancel. You rotten son of a bitch. Just do it now.
Okay.
Oh God.
Now, most of these games I'm not going to have any input on because my gaming library is so shriveled up compared to yours.
Oh Jesus Christ.
And you've also been doing this 10 years longer than I have.
Fair.
Are you like some kind of infant baby child?
I am at least, well, I don't know, I forget how old Guy is. I know I asked him earlier, but just for privacy's sake, I'll just say I'm 10 years younger than Guy.
No shit.
I am approximately halfway to senior citizenhood.
Were we playing Minecraft with you and you were like friggin' 6? What is going on here? Now I'm concerned.
You shouldn't be. I didn't have a computer till I was 12.
Oh, that's fine.
All right, so okay. So
oh wait, our names are all funned up.
So someone else picked the next one. What's a good alternative?
Yeah. Now, Mr. Miller, defend one of your heathen choices.
Wow. Well, since we're talking about Minecraft is on my list.
Now, are you not one of these mother funners who had countless hours of enjoyment and love out of Minecraft with us?
No. You know what? I bought Minecraft for the very first time 2 years ago.
Really? Okay, so...
Yeah. So I was never on like that hype train or anything. The kids growing up with it, and I was just never that interested in it. The simplicity of it, Not saying I'm Mr. Big Brain over here.
Leave that goddamn window open. I just fixed the screen. There we go. Just play videos in the background, for the love of God.
Okay. So now, why would you say Minecraft is the worst? Or why would you say Minecraft is so bad?
Now, here's the thing. Were you part of this when it first came out, Guy?
Yeah, well, I was introduced to it in beta.
Yeah,
so...
Stu got me one, same thing, and we were playing this 15 years ago, whenever it came out.
Yeah, I almost failed college because of it.
That's the thing.
I was joking.
There's not much of a game to it. So, I mean, as far as like having objectives and shit, I see why you would count it as top 10 worst of all time, but
see, I just never got it. I never felt like the pixelness of it. Everything's a square. I hate that. That annoys me. I grew up in a time where N64 and PlayStation 2 was blowing up, and for some reason, everybody's reverting back to basic pixels. I was not a fan.
They're part of that generation that can't believe that original Doom was original Doom.
I can't believe you can play Doom on a pregnancy test. Like,
Well, I hope it runs better there than it does on a friggin' Super Nintendo. But moral of the story. So let me just see if I'm hearing this right. Your main complaint is that everything's blocky.
well, it's not just that. Just, I don't know. I like the creativeness of Minecraft, because like every now and then I'll just go there, build a house, make a farm, call it quits for a couple months. But
Yeah.
but,
This is definitely one of those games where every like couple years, Stu convinces me to play for a couple friggin' days, and that's it.
And then the land is wrought with pillars of you trying to find your way home.
That's my strategy. When I start wandering too far away from home, I get lost easy. So what I do is I just build a column of mud, like up to the sky with a candle on top, and I just follow the columns home, and then I know how to get back.
And then if you get lost too far, you'll just find a mud hut underneath one of those
Yeah,
columns.
yeah.
like it goes 0 to 100, if you know what I mean. You're either building with dirt or with gravel, and then next thing you know, you're making these redstone programming computers.
You know what?
in the game.
I don't really like the part of it where it's like everything you do is so you have to look up every little thing online, and you're like friggin' following tutorials and nothing. Even though you're creating these, some people are creating these magnificent fucking works of art. It's like, yeah, but there's no way you mined all that purple limestone or whatever the hell, Like this is all like God mode cheating shit.
I'll have you know that one of the major significant news stories in like the world of gaming and Minecraft in particular was that someone got famous for making a perfect circle in Minecraft.
What?
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
I don't know. It's a thing. Just
Now,
saying.
I feel like this game is far too beloved. And even you have admitted to throwing on every once in a while and having a gay old time for a week or two or whatever, and then putting it away.
Now, I will go ahead and just, take a point against this in saying that, while I've overall enjoyed my time with it, it has also been responsible for quite literally some of the most infuriating moments I have ever experienced in a video game. Particularly when I'm, hours into a cavern, no chance of finding my way out, and then all of a sudden, hey, here's a creeper, I'm taking everything from you.
Oh yeah, I've definitely jumped in a few pits of lava and lost all of my goodies.
And then the last time that happened, I haven't played since.
But also, like I said, my library is so short. Like, I haven't played many games, and I stick with Pokemon and Monster Hunter.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
Monster Hunter, there's a runner-up from my list.
Oh, runner up from my list. This son of a bitch right here. Well, half of them, anyways. We were talking about the other half. Fucking Team Fortress 2. I can't stand that shit. How about you, Mr. Miller? What do you?
I'm finding it harder to stand it in its modern incarnation.
What about the modern iteration do you hate?
The modern incarnation, the developers just don't give a fuck anymore, and their casual servers that are meant to be like the primary means by which you play.
Yeah.
At any given time, I've seen this.
Do a Team Fortress 2 movie up here, Gee.
There's a let's see. Team Fortress 2. Let me pull up another window.
Mr. Miller.
Yes, sir.
Are you a Team Fortress 2 aficionado?
Yes, I play it quite a bit. I have over 1,000 hours, which I guess isn't a lot these days.
Yeah, I'm sure compared to some people, but
yeah. I like going back to the game where it is simple. It's a simple shooter, unlike some of these new ones like Apex and characters have special abilities and it's like, click mouse 7 to take safety off your gun and crazy shenanigans like that. Team Fortress 2, Just click left mouse, kill people. You have at it.
Well, the problem I always have with this game, and it's a problem I had a lot of games. I'm a controller man, first and foremost. Like, I can't do a fucking keyboard and mouse. It just doesn't work for me. What are you doing, Guy? Stop that.
Switch windows.
Stop doing that. Just in the same window, type up a new movie.
Sorry,
But it's not fixed, though. Okay. But moral of the story, Mr. Miller. Yeah, I can't do the keyboard and mouse. I'll be ever so slightly adjust my mouse, and I'm doing circles 360. I can't say anything. So, and they don't take it easy on you when you join these goddamn multiplayer friggin' servers. Yeah. Like, I can't walk outdoors without dying.
Yeah, what I was saying before is, at any given time, there are approximately 10,000 auto-programmed computer auto-headshotting bots just prowling the servers, trying to ruin the game for people.
Like, it's infested with bots. Like, Stu used to do this thing, and I believe it was in an effort to unlock additional hats. There'd be like this whole server of guys just sitting in a corner doing this, and like their guys wouldn't move, and it was like that. Between that and the friggin' antics of some Chinese individuals that just really turned me off to this fucking game.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I don't like. I've tried playing this. I still have fun with it if I'm with friends. But if I go into it on a solo experience, you can guarantee I'm going to be smacking my keyboard before I'm done.
No, I didn't even bother putting this in the top 10 because I assumed I'd get too much pushback from the aficionados in this call. But you know, it's getting a little more hate than I was expecting.
I agree. Like, today's TF2 is nothing like it was back in its heyday. Like,
yeah, and now I'm gonna be talking about like the friggin' orange box back in friggin' PlayStation 3 era or whatever. But at one point, like it seemed appealing. Like I never got into it, but I could see the appeal to it. I'm finding it harder and harder as the years go on to find the appeal in it.
It's monstrous between weapon unlocks and crafting and the store and all that stuff, and it is just a Frankenstein that is so hard for a new player to get into. I've used the description of a learning curve, but in this one, it's not a learning curve. It's a literal fucking overhang.
We'll say the bots have evolved from headshotting with snipers to aim bots with heavies, where the miniguns are focused at 100%.
Wow.
Yeah, every bullet will find a target if they're visible.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it does sound horrible.
All right, so what's another? Let's
okay. I'm gonna circle back. We'll do serpentine order.
Okay.
My other contentious one that I have on here is considered by many a classic. All right,
okay.
And it would be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for NES. If you could pull up an example of that, cool boy.
Okay.
But now, and the reason, like, I have a copy over here somewhere. Like I love it to death. The problem with this game, here it is. The problem with this game, it's fucking unreasonably difficult. No child who was into the Ninja Turtles in the year of our Lord 1988, whenever this shit came out, would be able to get anywhere close to beating this game.
Actually, I think I've seen a thing on like one of the various factoid channels that I'm subscribed to. I think they actually said that in some incarnations of this game, it was literally unbeatable.
Yeah. It might be this version. I don't remember exactly. I might have seen that same thing, but like they because there's an arcade version of this game that works fine. Whatever. Like one of the systems did run out of memory, and they literally had to make. There's a certain jump you got to make. They made it just a couple pixels too long where you cannot make that jump. And so they didn't have to program the rest of the game. Save some space on the cartridge. So, and even without that, this is unreasonable. It's like, have either of you ever played this game before in your lives?
I might have popped it in at one point years ago. When
my God. We got to see if we can get this one on 2 players online, because it's horrible. We'll be breaking computer controllers left and right.
Yeah, patched version so you can get to the end of the game, which is the next room because it runs out of code.
We do have arcade options.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, the only game I played on the, what was it, N64? Was that what
This
it was?
is the NES,
Oh, no,
regular
never mind.
Nintendo. Have you ever seen an NES in the wild, Mr. Miller?
Not in like real life. I've seen videos and stuff.
Not in real life. This motherfucker says. I think we might be old. Hebrew names. We might be old Hebrew names.
we're boomers now.
I'm the baby, gotta love me.
Okay, it was an interesting story about this game. I went to the a flea market one time to see what kind of, maybe they got some deals. So what I did was I picked up a copy of Ninja Turtles for the NES. When I got home, I remembered I already had a copy of Ninja Turtles for the NES. So I bought one for no reason. And I hate it. And I got cool covers for them, so they don't get dust in them.
Fun fact, some of those covers are actually worth more than some games these days.
Mr. Miller, have you played a Super Nintendo before in your life?
Hello?
Hello.
No.
Hello.
No, I have not.
Have you said you played Nintendo 64 though, right?
Yes.
So you're familiar with loaning the cartridges? Okay.
Yep. I've had to do that with some PlayStation 2 memory cards too. So.
There.
Some skills will never die.
All right. I also feel like, personally, too many people see this as a classic to include it in our final game succetorium. Like this. Okay. Mr. Gee.
Mm-hmm.
Do you say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, yay or nay, in contention?
I'd say it's worth a shot. I haven't experienced it enough myself to have a terribly informed opinion, but I do trust that it is not good.
All right. And here's Team Fortress 2, yay or nay, for making the list?
I'm gonna say nay. Just
Okay.
where it's not on anybody's actual list. You put it on an honorable mention.
I say it's current. If we're like we did specify when we were forming this list, I did say we could include a specific build, and if I can say the current modern incarnation of Team Fortress 2, then yes, I think it's a shadow of its former self. It is absolutely terrible, and the developer just does not give a flying shit about it anymore.
All right. Gee, Minecraft, yay or nay on the list?
Nah.
Okay. And Mr. Miller, yes?
Yes.
Okay. I'll keep a running tab here, and when we're getting to the whittling things down, we'll refer to this for future.
For sure, none of the games on my list are going to be on the main list.
Well, I think that moves for a nice opportunity to move on to the next game. And for this one, I put on here more for, what shall I say, symbolic reasoning. And if you both follow gaming media as much as I do, you'll probably understand this. Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Now,
the 2016 edition, I believe it was.
I also nominated this shit. Now, I was including in my whole package both of the new ones. Like, I feel both new ones launched as incomplete games that they were trying to sell season passes and DLC.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yep.
But I say Battlefront 2 clinches it by a mile and a half, simply for the fact that we all know EA is a bunch of scum suckers who want all the money in the universe and are been.
That's like their whole deal
to their sports franchises, and this was the attempt that they were trying to put it into non-sports titles, and the internet pushed that shit back in so hard.
This was like the beginning of like the serious backlash against loot boxes. Like once they had the little star crates in this thing, people got real friggin' pissed. And
rightfully they should have been.
What really sucks about this is when this was back on like the Xbox, the original Battlefront, That shit was amazing. I'd play that shit for hours. So the fact that they turned it into a goddamn ATM machine it's sad. It makes me sad. Sad boy. I am.
And here's another thing, and like I've got people that I speak with who actively go out of their way and contend that it's now a good game, but I'm unlikely to ever be willing to go back and try it.
Yeah.
Just because they royally screwed it so severely at launch that like no amount of soothing cream will ever unfuck it.
Now that's part of the reason. Like I included 1 and 2 because I tried 1. Saw what they were doing and was so disgusting I never even gave 2 a chance, even though I heard all of the backlash and how they pushed it to the limit. So
yep.
I would contend that we just put this as EA's Star Wars Battlefront series.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair. Because I played Battlefront 2 way back on the PlayStation 2 and on the PSP.
There we go.
And those were wonderful games. And I'm a budget warrior, as some would say. I buy games when they go on sale.
Yeah.
And by then there's reviews, there's already word spreading on the games, and I never gave them a chance. Just because the cash grabbing. Yep. I got that. I think I have that still. The PlayStation 2.
Oh, I've got my Xbox one here somewhere, but so I'm assuming everyone's saying that as a yes to make it into the next round.
Yes.
Sweet. All right, Mr. Miller, defend yourself.
All right. So for the next thing on my list.
Yeah. Come on.
Okay. Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon.
So, you're not saying Pokemon Sun and Moon, just specifically Ultra Sun and Moon.
Oh, specifically Ultra.
Okay. Now, I already see where you're going with this. I'm not arguing with you. Let us know.
I just felt it was too much of a carbon copy of Sun and Moon. The stories were pretty much 1-to-1, with the exception of like a few added things.
Those weird fucking sex robot boys they had.
Yes.
I don't know what the other names were. Hey, there it is. Wait, can you show us the sex robots on here, Gee?
What sex robots?
The ones that fucking, I am weird, I am from another place, dirt. You know, with the friggin' spandex. Come on. You know what I'm talking about.
I'm not certain I do. But...
the characters that were new to this game, that were the only difference from the previous iteration.
Let's see.
You know what I'm saying?
But, like, I tried comparing it to, like, Black and White and Black and White 2, but even then, those had good changes to the game.
Yeah, like I think I only, like, I was out of them for a while, and I think I skipped Black and White, and I only ever played Black 2 or something like that. But from what I hear, like, it was like an actual story. Like, it was a sequel, and the story progressed, and it was, you know, it was interesting stuff happened.
Yep.
None of that was present with these.
Yeah, no, like, it was just carbon copies of the game that already existed.
Yeah.
With 2 new things to do.
And you got that little, well, you know what? The one thing, I do love Lord Niptic, who is my little poiple that I got. And so,
for everyone that's wondering,
what's Lord Niptic?
Wonderful propensity to name all of his Pokemon the most absolutely stupid, offensive, or grotesque things he can conceive of. Just casually.
And you know what? It just oozes forth from me. Like, somehow it's like insanely doesn't make any sense at all, but at the same time makes perfect sense. It's a gift. I don't know what it is. But yeah, you know, I mean, here's the thing. I'm going to vote yes for this, but it's a very weak yes. Because although I get what you're saying, I just feel like it's more like a meh. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that one. Gee?
I mean, if I'm like, I've got every Pokemon game, and I've actively thought to myself, which ones do I want to go back and replay? And the ones at the bottom of the list are usually, you know, the 3rd generation or from the Sun and Moon generation.
You know, something about that one, Sun and Moon. it was all right with me. I don't like. I think it was like the regional ones. Like I was a fan of that. I like the Alolan versions, but I get it. I'm not arguing with you. I get it.
7 out of 10. Too much water.
6 out of 10. Might Pokemans again. Next. What do we got? My one for me? Is that what we're doing?
Yep.
All right. What do we got? Whoa! Here's a friggin' classic. Superman 64.
Ah, I know this one.
I might know this one.
This one, like, this is like the definition of not like finishing a game or like biting off more than you can chew. Because like when you watch people play this, it looks like the tutorial of how to move your guy in a good game, you know? Like all it is fly through rings, and it's fucking horrible.
Yeah, plus the whole thing has a fog overlay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's like system limitation at the time, but where's the game in this? This is horrible. Yeah. Whoa. And sometimes his arms open up. I don't like that. That always irritated me. Why is his arms opening up? That's not how Superman flies, you dumb bitches.
Superman flaps. He's just so fast that you can't see it. That's been
wow.
The whole time.
Well, look how fast he's going. This guy's good. Why would you ever be this good at this fucking horrible game?
I'm pretty sure there's people who speed run this.
And like that makes sense. I mean, not like this is the kind of game you would speedrun but not enjoy. So I get that.
I want to become good at something that I hate.
Wow. I mean, yeah. There's no game to this. Like I don't even like. I played this at one point. If there are fights in this game, I wouldn't know because I turned it off before I got to that point.
Oh, he's got the cars.
Wow. Why would you do that? That car is still kind of floating there. Seems broken to me.
And he looks like he's like the ground texture. It looks like a gigantic city carpet.
Yeah, that's with your little match cars.
Yeah, exactly.
But some buildings are in 3D and obscenely large. What the fuck?
There's a lot more Central Parks than I remember.
Metropolis is like 90% parks. Well, you know, good for them, I guess.
These rings to save Lois Lane.
Now I'm in a pond. It's I don't know, drainage ditch, whatever. I'm not a water scientist. So what do we got? What are our votes here?
I'd say that, like, in the grand scheme of things, yes, it's terrible in its execution, but it didn't. I don't think it seems to have had much of an effect beyond just itself.
Well, this is like a classic example of a game that is shitty.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you mean no impact beyond itself? Honestly, have they made a Superman game since this?
There's been a few attempts. There was one on the Xbox 360.
Okay.
I remember.
I don't recall such a thing. So you're saying meh right now, Gee. So is that what I'm hearing?
I say it's definitely bad, and definitely worthy of a top 10 position, but I don't.
Okay, you're not worst of all time. Yeah, I mean, right. Honestly, I agree with you. It's horrible. It barely functions. It's not really a game. But it's not offensive. I mean, I imagine if you spent $60 when it came out new, you'd be offended. But in retrospect,
how about $60 back then?
Games have always been $60.
Yeah, really. Honestly, I you know what? I remember for the Super Nintendo, Yoshi Safari, the game where you shoot Yoshi with a goddamn bazooka, was like $70 for some reason. They used to be more expensive for a while.
Oh, that's odd.
Yeah,
Mr. Miller, yay, nay, meh. Meh plus? What do you vote for Superman 64?
I say it's pretty bad, but not the worst of the worst.
Well, Mr. Miller, that's a great Gee impression you're doing.
What do you mean?
Mr. Miller, what do you say?
I can't say anything honestly, just where I've never
N.A.
played this.
Okay.
I mean.
Luther, if you want to save your friends, solve my maze.
This is an amazing haul.
Wow. What a shitty maze. All right, next what we got? Do one of yours, Gee.
Oh, so I think let's see. I think this makes for a good talking point. Now I've probably been banging on about this because I'm actually making a video about this next one. How many of you are familiar with the Guy game?
I have heard of it, mostly from your ass, because you're obsessed with it. You sick freak. Although I was aware of this back in the day. So, to be fair, I have heard of it outside of Yi. So, what is it? Just basically fucking trivia, and if you get your answers right, you see a titty? Is that how it works?
More or less. That's basically.
I hope this YouTube video doesn't have titties in it.
It's basically the modern, or like, it's the PS2 generation equivalent of the modern $2 Steam porn game, where you solve a puzzle, you answer some trivia, you do a really vapid mini game, and then you get to see boobies.
Hottie number 2, honey, that might be a little bit of an exaggeration. But anyways, moral of the story. So yeah, why can't I go to the store and buy this anymore?
Okay, so this is probably going to give away a few cruxes of the video I'm working on right now.
We have zero cross-pollination, just so you know.
Like, for those unfamiliar with the controversy, back in the day, they went to spring break and they filmed a bunch of girls after they said, "Are you 18? Yes. Would you like to film us taking your top off with some trivia in between? Okay." One of the girls was not 18. They were 17 at the time. A lawsuit followed to take the game off the market. The lawsuit was successful. She didn't get any money, but the game was pulled. All copies were ordered to be destroyed. But there's still a bunch of copies out there floating. And, they're on the PS2 and Xbox. You can get them for about $60 to $75. I wish I was joking on that. But here's the thing. It's literally child porn. And the past few days, I've been preparing for this video again that I'm in the process of making right now. You can, just based off the laws and everything I've been reading and a few other things called the DOS test, you look it up yourself if you're interested, you could theoretically be sent to jail for owning a copy of this game.
Now, here's the thing, and you're right, and letter of the law. But especially if this is something that you have been sitting around for years, and like, if it weren't for you, like, I've heard of this game before, like, from however many, 10 years ago?
Yeah.
If it weren't for you, I would have never known those spicy extra details. So, in another dimension, it might be sitting on a shelf over here somewhere. And I would know!
Yeah, that's fair, and it's one clip out of like 30 to 40 various girls. I'm pretty sure, and
that's the thing. It's like letter of the law, and probably all copies should be destroyed or whatever the hell that didn't sell. Oh God, honey's about to do it. Oh good, thank God, thank God they're blurred.
I'm getting scared there.
Yeah, me too.
I don't want to get canceled.
Oh, instead of blurring them out, just pictures of big dicks all over them. That'll really confuse the censors. Anyways, moral of the story.
Oh no, dick nipples.
Not again. It's like the poiple. But anyways, fucking, no, they're saying, oh yeah. Like, it's the people who would be searching this out, especially if you didn't know, like, they don't belong on any registered lists anywhere. It's like incidental list registry.
Yeah, so I mean, you'd have to have a particularly aggressive prosecutor who knows all the details and knows that you own a copy of this. And even then, you could be sent
wouldn't
to
be
jail.
worth it. It wouldn't be worth the taxpayer money unless somebody's got like a horde of them and are showing them the fucking teenagers or some shit. Like, you have to be really extenuating circumstances for the shit to land you in jail. But more of the story, like, I guess, since it's child porn, it really has to be fucking one of the worst games of all time.
Yeah, I think we are required.
Yeah, alright, fair. That was it called? Guy Game?
The Guy Game.
The. Guy game.
Meanwhile, you can find 17 spicier titles, all perfectly legal on Steam for less than $1.
Yeah. Somewhere you're capturing fucking big dicked titty monsters like they're Pokemans. We gotta do a review on that one of these days. See, there's gotta be like an edited patch somewhere where they just blur out the big giant dicks and
the game's just gonna be one gigantic fucking censored bar.
Yeah.
You mean Masingo?
Wow. All right, next. What we got, Mr. Miller? So I think that's a unanimous yes on that. Cool boy, cost. All right, Starlink, Battle for Atlas. What the hell, Mr. Miller? Explain yourself. Is that the one where you? Is that the one where you can be Star Fox?
Yes, on the Nintendo.
Oh, he's gonna kill you, Mr. Miller. Jesus Christ!
I know, he bought me this copy of this game for my birthday.
That's how he knows it's dog shit.
You and I are having words once this is done.
Oh, I'm gonna have words with you already, Geek, because I like 3rd gen Pokemon.
No, more. First off, ill, Mr. Miller. Second off, fucking, you got me that game as well, Gee. I think like you bought them out of stock. Like you're the reason nobody could get any.
They had them at Best Buy for like $8 a copy, and I said, "I'm getting this for everyone."
And that he did.
Yeah. Well, and I don't think I've ever played it. Like, I've had children play it for me, but I have not played it yet. So I don't even like. I like the concept, but
so I got a story with this game, sort of, kind of. For my birthday, a bunch of friends came together, and I think both of you were involved with this. Bought me a Nintendo Switch because times were hard. I was moving, and I wanted to play the new Pokemon Sword and Shield game when it came out. So have the Switch early, and I had 2 game options before Sword and Shield came out.
I would just like to point out, some dirty motherfucker, some communist motherfucker says, "Hey, Mr. Miller, what did you eat for dinner? Hey, Mr. Miller, what did you eat for dinner?" And he goes on for about 1,000 more fucking times. So thank Christ I ignored his fucking ass after he Pearl Harbored us. That motherfucker.
I think I know this. Well, just to support the fans, I had celery and peanut butter.
Oh shit! Mr. Miller's about to die of poverty. What the fuck? Oh shit! Kill me now and hear me later. Oh.
But yeah, my closest friends came together and bought me a Nintendo Switch, and I had 2 games to play at the time. One that Geese sent before I had the Nintendo Switch.
He was so excited he couldn't wait.
Starlink Battle for Atlas, and the other was Pokemon Let's Go Eevee.
Wow, what a horrible! You suck. You must hate the Switch.
But it was funny because I bought Let's Go Eevee for $20 on Amazon one day. So I'm like, you know what, $20, that's a good game for $20. We'll say 60.
Right.
I'll throw it in the gaming guillotine. But Starlink Battle for Atlas. I do not enjoy the space flying ship through space sort of games because I always get lost. I am horrible with directions, and the tutorial for when you're fighting the first like 3 enemies in space, I lost. I lost during the tutorial. I crashed the ship.
Okay, that's fair. That's a legitimate reason.
Now, I feel like this might be more of a Mr. Miller problem than a Starlink.
But like Battlefront 2, the space fights that you would have, I sucked at those.
Oh, those are my fucking jams right there. I've never been the strongest video game man, but when we got those spaceships in Battlefront back when it was good, oh, you couldn't fucking stop me. I was unbeatable.
Now, all right. So our thoughts on this one, like, I have some more thoughts about this one. As a Star Fox game, it's above average. It's definitely better than Adventures. And there's one more title that I'm pretty sure is on both mine and SLEEGMAR's list. That it's definitely better than that is also a Star Fox game.
You know what? This might be a soft yes for me, for the mere fact that this was part of that fucking Skylanders amiibo craze, like 3 years after the craze fucking ended. And
this was, the Ubisoft attempt to jump on the bandwagon
after the bandwagon had crashed and was in flames. Yeah, all right.
Good news, there wasn't like 200 figures to collect. It was like 5 ships and
you know how many
gun packs.
Skylanders me and fucking Stu had? here's Here's one right here!
Is that the racist walrus I hear so much about?
Hey, King Waldorf always said racism is okaysism. But no, different guy. That was a Starlink. Starlink. Do a soft yes? Gee, what are you doing for this one?
I don't think it's anywhere near the like it. Well, correction. I will admit I'm a humongous sycophant for the Star Fox series. So because it's had a complete Star Fox campaign in it, essentially, in addition to all the other stuff, I thought it was okay. Take away the Star Fox stuff, it's a pretty forgettable space shooting adventure. But it's expensive. I don't think it's really bad. I think the worst thing about it was the Toys to Life gimmick.
So are we going with meh? No?
Meh.
Alright, meh.
I feel like meh is required, at least for Geek, because there are 2 consoles that didn't get the Star Fox story.
Well, I mean, it's a Nintendo joint. I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. What are we doing for me next? What was our number? Rock Band was like high up on our greatest games of all time.
It was like number 3 or something.
Yeah, something like that. Now, I would like to counterpoint and say Green Day Rock Band as one of the portents of the end of the fucking Rock Band Guitar Hero craze.
Let's see.
I feel like that was the first game where they had all the DLC and it was a fucking band where it's like, sure, they got a few good songs out there, but who wants to spend $60 on an entire fucking Green Day Rock Band experience? I don't get it.
Now, I know it had to cost more than $60 because they always came with the guitar or something.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they had the $100 fucking. You can have name a member of Green Day. I don't know if I can or not, but his guitar.
Right.
I think the lead singer's name is Billy, and I think the drummer is called Trey Cool, if I'm not mistaken.
You know, that could be NSYNC too. You could have just said that. Those could be NSYNC guys. I don't know. Is that Beyonce's backup singers? I don't know.
Now, I'll be honest. Like, for me, I played this game, I beat it to completion, and it actually gave me something of a taste for Green Day. So
they got you hooked.
But I will agree that it was like, of all the bands they went for, like, they also had Beatles Rock Band, but the Beatles,
they're one of the biggest bands of all time, and they've got the catalog to support at least a game like this.
Yeah. Meanwhile, one of the in-jokes for Green Day fans is that if you like one song on the Dookie album, you like the whole Dookie album. Because it's all the same song, essentially.
Ah, I see. Well, here's the thing. Do they make albums? I don't know. Well, they do American Idiot, right?
They did American Idiot.
Boulevard of Broken Dreams,
yeah.
Right?
21 Guns was a big one back in the Transformers movie.
Remember that one.
But yeah, and now even somebody who's played this fucking game and knows all the songs has run out of ideas, let alone somebody who's just like casual, have heard a few Green Day songs.
Yeah.
Like, this was the first of many. So they had all kinds of horrible DLC, just add-ons, Lego Rock Band. Eventually it got ridiculous. I liked Lego Rock Band, all right? Okay. But I'm just saying, it got ridiculous. and we should have known once they came out with Green Day Rock Band, it was all going downhill. Shit, and we might all still be playing with plastic guitars over for this kind of shit.
Oh man, they missed the opportunity with Guar Rock Band.
See, I could have done that. I know. What is that one? Fucking Penguin Attack? That's the only Guar song I know.
The guitar peripheral would have a special attachment function where you can start Guar on your people playing games with you.
It's gotta be creamy white substance.
Don't give them any ideas. They might make a BTS edition.
Guillotine, yay or nay for Green Day Rock Band?
I definitely see it as being like the downward spiral initiation for the Rock Band series. But I think that might have just been, the conclusion of the fad. I say meh.
Meh.
I'll also give it a meh.
Interesting. I thought I'd have more friends on this one. You run, bitches. Yes, I'm not bitches!
I'd hold Guitar Hero Van Halen in more contempt than this one, honestly.
Now, maybe it was just me. But after, Guitar Hero happened first, then Rock Band took the nation by storm. To the point where fucking Guitar Hero had to come back with their own drum kit to, counter.
To be fair, Harmonix made Guitar Hero 1 and 2, and then another studio took over 3, and Harmonix actually moved on to Rock. So their progression of games developed was Guitar Hero 1, 2, then Rock Band. They were the ones that initiated that whole change, and Guitar Hero had to play catch up.
Okay, but I feel like by that point, Rock Band was already in the lead.
Yeah.
But anyways, go next. What's your next one, Mr. Gee?
We skipping over Mr. Miller?
Yeah, fuck that guy. I don't know. No.
No, he did Starlink. Okay.
Yeah. Come on, guy. Wait a second.
Let me see. Ooh, that's a good one.
Enlighten us. No, you hang on, motherfucker.
All right, so I briefly alluded to this. That me and Mr. Sleegmar,
like how we're all misters now,
have played this and both hated it, and it sort of leads on from Starlink Battle for Atlas. That's Star Fox Zero.
True. Well, now here's the thing. Now, to this day, this game is fucking unplayable, and that's why it gets a solid 100% yes from me. But, there's a core... if they just had the fucking peripheral where you plug in your fucking Nintendo 64 controller and it played like Star Fox 64, there's the skeleton of a good game in this thing. It's just unreachable because of the fucking control scheme. I've never seen a control scheme ruin a game so fucking hard as this one.
Mr. Miller, are you familiar with this thing's horrendous control scheme?
I am. I've watched your videos on it.
Okay. For those that are uninitiated, you fly the R-Wing with one of the thumbsticks, and then to aim specifically, you have a cockpit view on the Wii U gamepad controller.
So you're using your thumbs, and you're also going like this to aim up and down, but you also have to keep your eye on the screen while you're doing it.
And we are not chameleon people, okay?
Yeah, if you could look like this.
As much as, some people might like to think that we're, sex pedophiles from the planet Moon, we are
reptilian sex pedophiles from the planet Moon. Don't you ever forget it, goddammit. So I'm a Joe Biden voter.
And that's the thing, is because you're so constantly relying on this to aim, you have to look between the screen and the TV. We don't have independently moving eyes.
Now, I was able to, for the most part, fix this by if you held the controller really still and just your thumbs were moving, you could aim forward, and every once in a while it would drift a little bit. You just had to, one of the buttons that would reset it, and you just gotta make sure you don't move. And then it was basically Nintendo 64.
You have to hit ramrod stick. It's just
Yeah. As long as you don't breathe too hard, you could basically play this game. But, you know, because the thing was, you had to beat the entire game, and then you could fucking, like, unlock, like, cockpit mode, where one person flies a ship, and the other person aims the gun turret. Like, that makes sense. I get that mode. But forcing two people to do one thing, or one person to do two things.
Oh my god! And the chicken walker levels.
I don't get the problem. I don't get the problem with the chicken walker levels. As everything dies.
Back and forth.
Oh, we died. Tell me about chicken walkers again. How they were great, and they didn't.
Imagine a third-person shooter where you can't strafe, and if you want to turn really tightly, you have to do a fucking 3-point turn.
Watch the like. You know what? I do recall that. You're right. Still,
and here's the worst part.
Still not as bad as the goddamn controls, though.
Yeah, and here's the worst part. They were working on this in conjunction with Platinum Games. And Platinum Games, they, like, this was Daddy Miyamoto's project. He said, we need to have this control gimmick. And they knew it was bad. In interviews, they said, yeah, it takes some getting used to, but that's the PR way of saying, yeah, we know it's shit, but we can't say that because Big Daddy Nintendo will take away our paychecks.
Well, I mean, yeah, they were forced into it, which is fucking weird, because it was fucking horrible. The system was horrible. You know what? You know what I did? The day I heard the Switch was coming out, I sold my fucking Wii U, because I hated it. And all the games. And you know what? I had enough for a fucking Switch and a couple games. So, worked for me.
And the worst, just, it hurts me. This game hurts me because the worst part about all of it is there were glimpses of brilliance.
Yeah,
There were
you could see, like, if it weren't for the controls, that's like Star Fox 64, but with decent graphics. Like, there would be nothing wrong with playing a game like this if it weren't for the fucking controls.
Yeah, there was one level that I don't know if you recall where it actually upped the speed and it made it feel like a genuine space, like the equivalent of a Death Star trench run in Star Fox, and it was fucking amazing.
You know, I got to a certain point where, like, at some, like, there's little like walker UFOs or some shit on a snow level, and I, like, at that point I couldn't control it, and I just fucking gave up and stopped playing. Yeah. So I don't think I ever beat this game.
That's another thing. This game came with a pack-in title called Star Fox Guard. It's better than this.
Yeah. The tower defense game, right?
Yes. Okay, so let's not get into too
although, let me just say one more thing. When I sold Star Fox fucking Zero with my Wii U, they offered me 50 cents for Star Fox Guard. I was like, you know what? That's worth more than 50 cents. I'll take that. So...
But not Zero.
Yeah, Zero you can fucking have.
Okay.
So yeah, what do we put in for that one? Yeses all around. What about you, Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Okay.
Deserves a yes.
Wow.
The best game in Star Fox.
I'm thinking that it might be. Honestly, because think about it. Like, the game's broken, you can't play it. How much worse of a game can you be? How much worse can you be at game? At being game? Next, Mr. Miller, what do you got?
Let's see. I have Dragon Ball Fighters.
Now, why? Why? This is the game specifically that pissed me off, Mr. Miller. Why? Why are you doing this to me?
I knew there was going to be fighting words for this one.
So I take it you like fighters.
You know what? It's not bad.
Well, I think it is.
What about it? You sell me on it being one of the worst games of all time.
So when I bought it a couple of years ago, you had to unlock combos. You could not do like these long combos that people are doing like right now at the start of the game. I never understood that.
You're talking about Budokai 3 and stuff, right?
I'm talking about fighters. fighters, you could not do like these long, constant combos at the start of the game. You had to unlock them.
You sure?
By going further in the game. Because like in the start.
Okay, what are the fights like in this game?
What do you mean? Like,
explain the format.
It's like the Street Fighter format, you know, the side-by-side fighter. You know?
How many people are on your team at one time?
3.
I don't remember that. I bought that game when it came out. I don't remember having unlocked combos.
Yeah, neither do I. We both played this. I played it for
not
a while, actually.
Because like I was really excited to play as Android 16, but I could not. It would not let me grab. I looked up every control and everything. Would not let me grab at the start of the game or anything. Like, it was odd. I don't know if it was just like a bug that I had or something. I'm starting to wonder now. But like, and then another issue I had, because I bought the DLC pack.
Yeah.
Krillin was so short, you could not hit him with Broly.
Fucking odd job.
Yeah. The classic. Now, you know what? Another game like that, I think it's like Soul Calibur 3, whichever one had Yoda and Darth Vader in it. When you picked Yoda, you were too short for most people to fucking punch. They would just punch right over your head.
Hang on, I think it was 4.
Yeah, well, one of them. One of the Soul Caliburs. But moral of the story. So now, Mr. Miller, are you a fighting game aficionado?
Really, no. I was really excited though for fighters, just having Android 16. He's my favorite character.
No, because here's the thing. Now, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to go replay fighters. It's been a while, but I don't remember the whole combo thing. But moral of the story, I do recall, like this came out not too long after the latest Marvel vs. Capcom game came out, and it's like the same kind of format where you got teams on a 2D fighting screen. Except the Marvel vs. Capcom was such a fucking letdown in every way, shape, or form. Between there's no X-Men in it, which have always been the goddamn staple of the game. Between the shitty graphics and the horrible new mechanics, and it's only 2v2, unlike 3v3 like they've been for a while now. And like a lot of people looked at this one and was like, you know what? This is the Marvel vs. Capcom we've been waiting for. Like this is like heralded at the time.
And like various fans and hardcore players just, went off to this game in droves. I've actually watched people playing this game at EVO, and like I know very little of what's going on, but it's still fun to watch it in the very least.
Yeah, like like Marvel vs. Capcom and some of the other like the Japanese type of fighting games, like they can get to a point where there's too much going on. It's too fast. Like. I can't even follow the shit. Like, I'm a big Mortal Kombat fan, and Street Fighter fan, Soul Calibur, all these other fighting games. But, like, some of these games, and Marvel vs. Capcom got like that. I never saw this game get like that. Too fast where you can't even follow the goddamn action. So.
Right.
I don't know. I'm going to vote a no on this one.
I'm gonna vote meh, just because I played this for a while, and then I came to a screeching roadblock as far as the AI was concerned. Like once I started actually trying to play and get a little bit better, and then like, whoa, what is all this? I am still so vastly outclassed on this.
Huh. All right, so we got no meh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. It's my turn again. Oh shit! Look at this. All right, I got Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero, PlayStation 1/Nintendo 64. Maybe Sega Saturn, I forget. Have you ever seen this game, Mr. Miller?
What was it?
Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero.
Never even heard of it.
Never even heard of it. Put up on that screen, motherfucker.
Working on it now.
It's basically, it was before 3D graphics. But, it was like right around Mortal Kombat 3. And they still had the digitized people, like their photographs in the video game, right? But instead of Mortal Kombat, the 1 versus 1 fighting game, they decided to make a goddamn, like, Mario side-scrolling platform game. And with shitty cutscenes. Skip the cutscene. There it is. So you're literally just walking through a level as a Mortal Kombat guy. But, and the problem is, like, they didn't change the fucking controls at all. It's still set up just like Mortal Kombat. And, like, the hit detection and the jumps are just bad. So, It was. I've tried playing this game. It's just it's horrible to control. It's another one of these. It's almost Star Fox Zero in the control level.
And for the record, you are a Mortal Kombat aficionado. Like,
Yes.
you've played pretty much every game in the series.
I would have given this the benefit of the doubt if it was possible, and because like they've always wanted to branch off into like action games, not just fighting games with Mortal Kombat characters. And they tried it after this with like Special Forces, where you're like fucking Jax, and he does like kind of pseudo racist shaft shit at the beginning, and that one is also horrible. It's a horrible 3D third person shooter game, but they eventually they got it right with friggin' Shaolin monks, and now that's a beloved game everyone wants a remake of.
Yeah, and then there was that special mode, combat carts.
Yes. Well, that was like at the end of just a regular Mortal Kombat game, combat carts. That's just Mario Kart, but you're Mortal Kombat guys. Which, all right. Yeah, and sometimes when you, instead of banana peels making you spin, your head pops off. You know, it's great. Have you ever played this game, Guy?
I have not, but I know of the reputation, and I know Mortal Kombat, you know, its quality reading can be read like an EKG.
What the hell does that mean?
You know the thing that measures the heart rate goes. Boop.
Oh, so you're saying the quality of their games goes up and down and up and down? All right, fair enough. Mr. Miller, have you? So, what do you think about this fucking video you're watching right now?
I'm gonna give it a yes because I hate platformer.
All right, fair enough. Especially one where it doesn't even fucking work. The platforming doesn't work.
Fighting game / platformer. What is this? Smash Brothers?
Wow.
Subspace Emissary.
Wow, I wish. I wish it was that good. How about you, Guy?
I'd say this one deserves some scorn.
All right, I assume that means yes. All right, we got some yeses here. Let's see, we got 4 games with 3 yeses so far. This might make our list easier. All right, Mr. Guy, tell me something. What the hell is Dead Island Riptide?
Oh, Dead Island Riptide. This one's more of a personal vendetta, but who here has played the original Dead Island?
I have.
I don't think that's not the one where he's in a mall with a camera, right?
No, that's Dead Rising.
Ah, okay. Then nope, haven't played them.
All right, so I got this just about pulled up. 1 sec.
Mr. Miller, tell me all about Dead Island.
I didn't enjoy the first one. I haven't played the second one, but the first one, it just...
I played the ever-loving crap out of the first one. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the survival aspect. I enjoyed the various crafting mechanics and all sorts of other things like that. But I also have to acknowledge it was buggy as hell. And, you know, this was back before I was a more discerning and admittedly, you know, far less cynical gamer, let's say. You know, far more willing to buy various hype trains for various titles coming out. And I was fully invested in this one. Like, the people selling it were like, oh, like, this game is so much an improvement over the other one. It's called Dead Island Riptide, but it might as well be considered Dead Island 2. It's not an expansion. It might as well basically a full sequel. I got it, played it for a half hour, and got so infuriated with it because not only were the glitches from the original build of the first game still present that everyone knew how to fix for the first game, but there were more of them, and I couldn't get past the opening level because of a glitch regarding a gate and some chicken wire. So
it was just a lazy reskin, is what you're telling me.
Yes, but not only that, like, everyone else thought the same thing, and so the developer actually had to come out after the fact, and they backtracked on what they said. It's like, oh no, we never said this was a sequel. This is basically an expansion.
I see, yeah. So it's just shitty friggin', Now, I get it, and I think it's gonna be another soft yes for me, but it just seems like this is almost commonplace for these mutts at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just more corporate fuckery,
Basically.
And it's more corporate fuckery. Now, if they made, like, let's say, Super Mario or some shit, some huge game, and just reskinned it and had us all this shenanigans in the background, that'd be one thing. But Dead Island, is that, I just don't think it's big enough of a property.
The first game was given a lot of leeway because it was the first entry in a new series. And, there was fun to be had. And then, they were like, oh, let's ride this train and crank out another one and piss off the fan base.
Soft yes. What do you got, Gee? That a yes for you?
Yes for me.
Yes, because I did not like the controls of Dead Island to begin with.
There's the fucking chicken wire. There's a fucking chicken wire.
Jesus Christ. Next.
I know what I'm buying Gee for Christmas.
Wow, chicken wire. All right, tell me all about Lego World Alpha. What the hell even is this, Mr. Miller?
Okay, so Lego World was going to be like the Lego version of Minecraft.
Oh, God. I already hate it.
Well, I played the beta of it before it officially released. And it was really fun, because then you have access to, like, every single Lego piece. Yeah. And you can build whatever you want. But when the alpha, the final game came out, it turned into, like, what's that Minecraft game that they came out with recently? Minecraft Dungeons or something? Yeah. Where there's quests and stuff. You gotta build what the game wants you to build. And I didn't enjoy that.
Isn't that the plot of fucking the Lego movie?
Yeah, this is the exact... Yes, I am the Lego movie.
Wow, here, Chris Pratt!
But, like, I sent a GIF in the chat, if you could just play the GIF. One thing sold me on the beta, and it was riding an ostrich.
The hell is it?
I don't know if y'all are able to pull it up, but
I can pull it up on my screen. I gotta find this goddamn thing. Oh yeah, I remember where you put it. Okay. Open, damn you. There we go. There is a Lego skeleton wizard on an ostrich.
perfect.
Enough said.
It's like the vehicle choices, because they had vehicles from all their Lego franchises, Star Wars, Ninjago, everything. And
yeah, I could see this being, well, I can see this being a good game. But if you didn't like Minecraft, what the hell were you expecting with this? Like I can see this being a good Minecraft emulator.
More because it's more than just cubes. It's more than just bricks.
They got the friggin' lake bendy ones. They got they got all kinds. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it was Minecraft, but more. I can do more with the shapes. I can do more with the bricks.
You know what game this? For a second I thought you were talking about. What's the Spyro's version of Legos? Lego World? Is that what it was? The Lego Dimensions.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
But so, have you ever played Lego Dimensions?
I have not.
Like that almost makes it on this list. You know the problem with Lego Dimensions was? No matter what, you couldn't fucking die. It was like baby's first game. And it's like, you know what?
That's kind of universal amongst all Lego games. Like Lego's Marvel. Lego...
No, I have died in those Lego games before. Like you start over the level, whatever, but. Like, literally, if you ran out of lives, what would happen is you would just reform where you were, but blinky. maybe you lose some brick coins, whatever the hell they were, but... Okay. Yeah. Lego World Alpha. Does that just mean, like, Lego World? Does that just put Lego World?
Okay. Yeah, Lego World.
I'm gonna go with soft yes.
I love the beta. The beta was perfect because you could do whatever you wanted, but...
Yeah,
that would have been like the initial. The alpha is like the original first time build of having it functional. Then there's the beta, which is like the pre-release, and then there's the final build, or the gold.
Okay, so the release version.
I didn't know that. So Shows how much I know about video games.
What are you doing, Gee? Meh, yes, no.
I'd go with a meh.
Okay. And we got a yes from Mr. Miller. All right. Next, from myself, we're doing Bomberman Act Zero. You guys familiar with this horrible abortion of a game?
Oh, is this the Switch version? Oh, no. I know this was the Xbox 360
Yes.
version.
The Switch version was fine. And you know what? You can be WWE superstar Xavier Woods in that game, the Switch version. You can be all kinds of different characters from different games. That's a fine version. That is at least representative of Bomberman. Bomberman is a cutesy little friggin' blue and pink cartoon character. Bomberman is not this goddamn gritty, realistic Halo Master Chief wannabe shit. And nobody wanted it. Nobody wanted this.
Hey, it's my favorite company, Konami.
Yeah, it's also a Konami joint, so you can tell.
So does this have anything to do with the original Bomberman?
No.
I mean, what? There's no story to Bomberman, so I think like technically they're like pretending this is like a realistic version of him or something.
Yeah, gameplay's similar.
Yeah, it's the same game. Honestly, the problem with it is just the goddamn vibe of it.
They tried to go gritty and dark because that's
gritty and dark and realistic Bomberman, for fuck's sake.
Halo was doing so well.
Yeah.
Let's add that to Bomberman.
Can we just steal their idea? Do. I bet they don't have the good fucking music to it. That's the real problem.
Oh man, imagine if they had like a dark, gritty
kangaroo abortion, yeah.
Doom music.
Wow.
Oh, the kangaroo would have shark teeth and
no, fuck that. It'd be Duke Nukem. You'd be giving dollar bills to the kangaroo and he'd fucking take off his top. It'd be horrible. It'd be horrifying. You know what? The more I think about it, the only problem with this game is it's a fucking dark, gritty, realistic reskin of Bomberman. Like, it's still just Bomberman. So, right. I'm giving a soft meh to my own fucking thing here.
I'd be inclined to go for a yes just because I fucking hate Konami.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I would also give it a yes, because I mean, it's just such a drastic change to what the fans are used to, and...
It's like whatever the opposite of fan service is, this is it.
Yeah. Yeah, like...
It doesn't even make sense. Like, all you gotta do is make everything here fucking pink and make him look like Bomberman, and you got yourself a game.
Yeah, like, this isn't Bomberman to me. This is Metroid. This is...
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna give it a soft plus. Anyways, Mr. Key, tell me all about My Little Pony, the Runaway Rainbow, you sick fucker. What the hell's wrong with you?
Hang on. I'm pulling up video footage, even though I really don't want to.
Is this like a Flash game? What the hell is this? Did they put this on systems?
Alright, hang on.
You know what would really excite me? If this was like a 1988 fucking regular Nintendo joint. With the weird boxy
I'm pulling up
ponies.
the Game Boy Advance version, but it was basically the same thing as the fucking PC version. Hang on.
What?
Alright, so...
You're not building confidence in me right here. What the hell is this? Wow, this is like the old-timey ones, isn't it?
Yeah. So okay, so I played this strictly for YouTube content because, you know, everyone knows...
Are you sure?
And like, there were some stinkers on the modern iteration, and then I thought, you know, I'm gonna go back and play the really old stuff.
This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. What am I watching right now? I might have to go out and buy this.
This was so fucking agonizing to play. It is so slow, so vapid, so simple, and so like
you know what? Now that like I love everything about what I'm seeing right now, except the fact that this dumb bitch can barely fucking move. The whole game.
That's the worst part. That is how slow this game is in all versions.
I just couldn't. I just couldn't.
And here's the worst part. I had to play this 3 fucking times because it corrupted my computer and I lost my phone twice.
Oh, thank God they're finding the toilet paper for the shit.
Wow, you found a flag! Whoa. Yeah, you know what? Like, if she was going around killing, like, ethnic pony minorities, that'd be one thing. But the fact that nothing is happening...
Can we just give this a yes and move on before I start getting PTSD?
All right. Like, you know what? You had to sell me on this, but the more I sit here and watch it, it just hurts to watch. What the fuck is this? My Little Pony. Fuck you.
The Runaway Rainbow.
I like how the title of the YouTube video is Long Play.
Got the level 1 4 hours later. Alright, so we got, I think that was 3 S's, yes?
Yeah. I'd put a 4th one if I could.
Oh, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be a tough one. Oh, Alright, next, what we got? Black Desert. What the hell even is that, Mr. Miller?
Oh, it's an online MMO.
Wow, I'm already hating it.
I enjoy MMOs. I actually really liked World of Warcraft at one point.
You know what? Like, here's the thing. They can be fun when they're done right, but when they're done shitty, they get real shitty.
Well, Black Desert was known for its character creation. It had...
Oh, you're talking my language.
Phenomenal character creation when it came out. Like, I don't know what to compare it to these days.
Wow, look at that shit.
Yeah. And, like, you can change the shape of the nose, the eyes.
You can change the depth of the titties, the width of the titties, the angle of the titties.
Can you pull Cyberpunk and give her some man junk?
Close.
I'll be honest with you. I kind of want to buy Cyberpunk just so I can put a penis on everything. I might one of these days when it goes on sale.
Going down in price.
Yeah, gotta keep going. I'm not there yet.
But I started playing World of Warcraft when Cataclysm came out, and
that's not when I joined when I tried it out.
Yeah,
I thought it was really good, but the problem is I didn't want to pay a monthly subscription to play a game.
Fuck that.
So for years I've been looking for another MMO with the same vibe, and I was hoping Black Desert would be that. But there was just so much in Black Desert compared to World of Warcraft or any of the other...
Wait, you're saying it's just too complicated?
I think so. There's
So it doesn't have a well-structured learning curve, is what you're saying.
There's not really a tutorial. It just... I mean, there is, but they don't tell you everything to do. Because, like,
so it's one of those things where, like, the second you want to do anything, you also have to have the wiki open in order to get anywhere.
That's what I hate the most about fucking Minecraft. Same fucking bullshit.
Right. And, like, you know how in, like, World of Warcraft, there were, like, quests to get the flowers or something.
Yeah.
Pick certain flowers, pick certain berries. Something similar was like that in Black Desert. There were side missions to do stuff like that, but it never told you really how to pick the flowers or pick the berries, and it was a little more tedious than what you would imagine.
Nice. Oh shit. Get out of here, monster. Alright. So what do we got? What do we got for this one? I don't so basically I feel like this is another soft meh for me. Because like I get what you're saying, and I agree with you. Like I probably wouldn't enjoy this shit either, but I guarantee there's somebody out here who's fucking obsessed with this and loves it. Right? There's gotta be.
I gotta give a meh just to the whole MMO genre in general. Like,
it's not for everyone.
Yeah, just like I've tried it multiple times. I tried World of Warcraft. I tried Elder Scrolls Online. I tried Star Wars: The Old Republic. And
the Old Republic. Wait, MMO?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm thinking Knights of the Old Republic. Wait, never mind.
Yeah, no, just the Old Republic. I gave all those a shot, and they just couldn't grab me. Well, Minecraft or not Minecraft, Warcraft grabbed me for a couple months, and I like power level the Worgen to 65, but then I just fell off once I got my airship because I didn't care anymore.
All right, sweet. So a couple mez and a yes. All right. What do we got next? Overture. Oh, we already did Battlefront. That was on my list. Holy shit. Do Defender of the Crown, but unmute that motherfucker. I want to hear Defender of the Crown, title song, NES. Let's hear it. NES long play. Just do that.
I got a C64 long play. Hang on.
Yeah, no, that hardware is too capable.
All right. Almost there.
And then I do need you to have the volume pump, though. Are you pumping, James?
It's playing.
All right, mute the shit. Fucking, this game is horrible. But I play it over and over again for decades for that fucking intro song.
Okay.
But it's like it's this weird fucking game where like you're in fucking medieval. You gotta talk to Robin Hood. Robin Hood is in this game. You're not Robin Hood, but you talk to him sometimes. And it's medieval England, and you're like the War of the Roses is going on, and you gotta take over England. All right, and you do this by amassing an army. How? I don't know. It doesn't tell you. And sometimes, like, you can either have a battle, or here's somebody storming a castle to save the princess. This is the one part of the game that I could physically complete, was storming a castle. Because you do is poke, backstep, and you can duel these guys to death. But no matter how many horses I bought, no matter how many catapults, my armies always fucking died when it came to the StarCraft-looking sequences. So, I could just never figure this shit out. And that's why, fuck this game. Except for the theme song.
So, is the theme song enough to put it into meh territory?
It really is. Because this would be. Wait, are they going to do a battle here soon?
Let's see. Let me see if I can figure out what happens.
Yeah, let's see a battle. Well, you skipped it. It's where the screen turns green. Although there are jousting tournaments too. There's the battle when it would turn green.
All right, hang on.
Select an area to move to. He's about to battle somebody. Here you go. The defense. Your army is attacked. There it is.
Riveting.
I don't know how it works. Like, it seems like if you know what, if they remade this today with like soft hardware that could play this game, it'd probably be pretty cool. I'm just guessing. But the Nintendo Entertainment System was not able to handle this much game. I think that's the problem.
Are they shooting each other?
No, they got swords. They're doing a sword. Come on.
They're long distance poking
Yeah.
each other.
The hitboxes aren't quite right. All right.
Come over here. No, you come over here.
Defender of the Crown. Any votes? What do we got for votes?
I'll give it a meh.
I'll also give it a meh, just because that theme song.
Yeah, come on.
Also, look at how photorealistic those.
Yeah, no shit.
Way back in the day.
Yeah, you back in the day, this was top of the notch shit. What do we got? Oh, we already did Star Fox Zero. Dungeon Keeper Mobile. What the hell does that even mean, Gee?
No, we were allowing mobile games.
Me neither.
I put this one on here.
Oh, is that the one where it takes you a day to dig a square?
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen this trash before.
So
Isn't this is like a classic example of like fucking fee to pay bullshit nonsense, right?
yeah, like you can play for like a minute a day and then go screw off and do something else. And I felt like I had to put just something to symbolize everything dog shit that is modern mobile gaming, and this was the first title that came to mind. Plain and simple.
Pause it real quick, Gee. Pause it. You cannot tell me the devil's not the Crimson Chin from Fairly Odd Parents.
That was after my time. I don't know.
I can kind of see it.
Here comes the Crimson Chin.
You've been worshiping Satan all this time, Mr. Miller. Who would have thought it?
I never knew he was that attractive.
I've been worshiping the right boy.
Obviously, he hasn't seen Lil Nas.
Wow! Bring that shit up. Have you seen Lil Nas's Shoe song? Mr. Miller? Are you familiar with Lil Nas's Shoes?
Shoes.
We did this a while ago. You know the guy who sings Old Town Road? The cowboy song with like a random black guy in it? Alright, pause this shit, Gee. No, Gee, stop this. Stop all this. Go to Lil Nas apologizes for his shoes. Lil Nas apology. So the controversy, like 3 months ago, was that Lil Nas made these shoes. Yeah, I think it's that second one there.
The Devil Blood shoes. I remember the controversy.
Did you see his apology video? Here he is apologizing.
And I just want to come forward and say,
Lil Nas X.
Oh no! we got rickrolled. Anyways, he pretends to apologize, but then he immediately cuts to a video of him giving Satan a lap dance. So. Wait! Gee! Time out of field!
Yeah?
I'm gonna send you a link, motherfunner. Uh-oh. Don't mind my, ruining everything. Do.
I think
Yeah.
we're getting sidetracked. Back to Dungeon Keeper Mobile.
Yeah, no, I say yes.
Yeah,
I'll give it a yes.
Yes from me as well, just because it symbolizes everything wrong with mobile gaming. Mr. Miller?
I'll give it a yes.
Excellent.
Just because I really hate mobile games.
Alright, what's next?
I'm gonna send you a link, Gee, in general here. And me and Mr. Miller will go on to, and it's at 6:30. Oh, God, what the hell's going on here? Cancel. 6:30 is when that clip starts. So we got 3 yeses for whatever the hell that was. What the hell is that called?
Dungeon Keeper Mobile.
Dungeon Keeper Mobile.
I have 6:30 pulled up.
Yes. All right, then do it.
All right, hang on, just getting back to the thing. Change window. Go live.
Now there's going to be music on this, so I'm going after he's done a
Wow,
mute it.
this is amazing.
Get the idea.
Okay.
okay, guys, I see everybody's been talking about this shoe, and I just want to come forward and say, okay.
So here he is giving a gay lap dance to Satan.
Fair.
This is his apology video.
Frankly, I like him more now. Wait! Go to the part where he kills him.
Satan's enjoying himself.
This is a heartfelt apology.
Yeah, no, you can tell he's upset.
Yeah, I mean, reasonable. Very reasonable.
Oh, killed him.
Okay.
Now he's the new Satan.
New Satan. All right, next.
The end.
That was beautiful.
Excellent.
It was beautiful to watch our old work. What the hell we at?
All
right. Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Now, is this Xenoverse 2 or 1?
1. I never played 2 because I was disappointed with 1.
Now here's the problem. Xenoverse 2 is a great fucking game. I never played 1. What did you hate about Xenoverse 1?
The character creation, it was a really fun thing to do where you can make your own race. You could be a human, you could be a Saiyan, you could be
a Frieza or a Piccolo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make like a Saiyan race member who just fought with his fists, did not worry about Kai blasts and the special attacks. Little did I realize the game is unplayable if you do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
the game is so focused on the Kai blasts and their special attacks that no matter how much you upgrade your physical attack, you are doing the same amount of damage throughout the entire game.
Huh. Now, because I remember, now I'm in Xenoverse 2, I made a Saiyan woman named Cucumber Slut because they gotta be vegetable puns. So, but fucking, like, you can learn, like, I had like Yamcha Wolf Fang Punch or some shit. Is that like that wasn't good enough for you? You wanted only A and B or?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Which I mean, I get it, and that should be, but so you just had a bad personal experience, is what you're saying?
Yeah, just a bad personal experience.
And had you been a fan of Ki blasts, you may have enjoyed yourself more.
Well, I wanted to do something different, was my thing.
Yeah.
But where the game itself is so focused on those things, I felt it was really odd for them to pretty much make that one play style the only play style. Because I tried so far with just the melees and stuff, and I made it to the Cell games, and I could not do enough damage to Cell. His damage output was so much greater than mine.
Yeah, and you know, you're not wrong. Like, every fight in this game is basically the same. Like, you run at him, you punch him a lot, save up your energy, shoot him, punch him a lot, shoot him. All right.
I wanted to stay on them.
I mean, you know what? Look, here's
Xenoverses, and there was appeal in it for a little while, but after a while, like you said, the fights got kind of bland after a while.
Yeah, and the only reason I liked it as much as I did is because I'm a huge fucking Dragon Ball fan. So I assume had I not been, I would not have been as fooled into liking this game as I was.
Let me just say, like, my Saiyan was a Saiyan lady who I wanted just to look as much as Broly as possible.
Fair.
Just so I can have a Broly lady stomping on people's nuts.
Well, now, mine was like the shortest it could be and the thinnest it could be, like comically so, but it also had Broly's hair, so we're on the same page. Okay, good old Cucumber Slut.
I forget what I named mine.
All right, frankly, I gotta give that a no. Universe, no, meh, and a yes out of Mr. Miller.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another fun story I have with this game: I made a Frieza member, entirely pitch black, and where they're all like cold things, I named him Black Ice. Wow,
horrible! What the hell was my? Oh, my... I think mine was iced mocha latte. Alright, I got Hey You Pikachu for Nintendo 64. I put this on here because the fucking voice never worked around his shit. You couldn't talk to him. That was a whole gimmick. Anybody else ever play this game? Did it work for you?
Gotta be honest, no.
I didn't even know this was a game.
Yeah, it was like Furby, but on a Nintendo 64, and a Pikachu. You can talk to him. The end. Whole game. We got a video of this shit?
Oh, hang on. I forgot to put on the proper screen. There we are.
There he is. Talk to him. Wow, he heard you. He's waving. Great. What a good game. Except half the time he couldn't understand you because it was programmed for a Japanese game. They didn't quite do it right for Americans, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was the story.
And swearing at him doesn't really help much.
Well, you know, I almost dropped a bomb that would have fucking ended our lives. All right, I'm gonna go with meh on this one. I don't know.
I'll give it a meh.
3 mess it is.
Perfect. Next, somebody else read the goddamn list.
I believe it's Gee's turn.
All right.
What one have we done out of yours?
Let's see.
Hatred! What's a hatred?
Hatred. It's a PC game that's basically if the edgy kid in school made a twin stick shooter. One sec.
I've heard of this dog shit. I've never played it. Isn't it like just like overly bloody and like kind of?
My name's not important.
Is that Lobo?
Yeah, he's basically Lobo too, but not as cool. Not even ironically. So yeah, did this one get like an adults only rating at one point?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what?
It's Spree Shooter the game.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a functional game. Like, I'll do
it's functional, but it's like it's vapid.
I mean, that's a soft meh and a half out of me.
I mean, I made it for a video a while, or I played it for a video a while back, where it's like, if this thing just was released and no one made a fuss about it, no one would have cared. It was just, it's completely forgettable. With its only remarkable feature being the degree with which it's trying to shock you.
So are you giving us a yes or a no, Gee?
I'm giving it a yes. It's bad.
How about Mr. Miller?
I'll give it a meh because it looks interesting. No.
Yeah.
Like it looks like one of the. If it was.
There was a game for PlayStation 1 called Overkill, which looked a lot like this, and that was fun as shit. So if it plays like that, then maybe it's worth it. I don't know.
I don't know. It looks like it could pass as like one of those Flash games that you would find back in the early 2000s.
Mr. Miller, on our greatest game of all time, you had One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. What the hell happened between 3 and 4 that 3 is on the list for the worst game of all time? What a fucking comeback story.
Alright. Well, 3, you definitely had to unlock combos. You did unlock combos after every level.
Mr. Miller, not a fan of unlocking combos.
I could not Gomu Gomu Gatling at the beginning of the game, and I was sad. But another issue with this, Gee, I know you liked One Piece at one point and watched it and read it. Okay. Do you remember...
Do you remember?
Do you remember Bon Clay, Mr. 2?
Yes.
How he believed in the Okama way, his own way of the swan, the way of the new race of new commas and stuff. There was a translation error.
Can I interject the race of the new commas, aka the semicolons? Go on.
Yes. There was a translation in this game that ruined that moment in Impel Down.
Okay.
Where Bon Clay, instead of saying Okama way, he would say, "Oh, come my way."
SLEEGMAR,
Now,
do you know what Okamas are?
I have no fucking idea.
Okamas are basically Japanese cross-dressers.
Wow. That is an exciting word to have learned today. Thank you.
It's more than just cross-dressing. It's whatever the case is. So they removed this to try and say that cross-dressers didn't exist, and it's like, oh, come my way. What?
Yeah. Oh, come my way.
Yeah, that's annoying.
You know what? The greatest games of all time we had Final Fantasy Tactics. It was like translation issue of the game, but like the gameplay outshined the horrible translations. So what you're telling me now? Okay, so you had unlock combos. Epic moments in the show were mistranslated, and that's why we're putting it as the number. I believe it's the number 3 on your end, worst game of all time.
Yes. Yes, One Piece. It's been a part of my life.
Jesus Christ, all Friday.
And Sleegmar is
Done another
Truckers killed Sleegmar.
Okama? Is that what it is?
Oh, the oh come my way.
I gotta get that tattooed on my forehead or some shit.
Trying to see if I can find the actual.
All right, I'm giving it a meh.
same here.
One Piece Pirate Warrior 3. Meh. Yes. Meh, yes.
Everyone, I don't play many games.
What do we got left on mine? WWE 2K20. Pull that fucking video up. All they gotta do is watch the video, do like glitches. Type glitches at the end of this shit. This was fucking, they rushed it out because they gotta make a new video game for wrestling every year. So they rushed this one out. Like, I think the company that was making them quit. So they like just threw some coding at them and said, here you go, figure it out. And they said, nope, I'm not figuring shit out. Game release. There it is. There's a guy wearing a mask. There's an eyeball.
What am I looking at?
Oh, these are always great. Boom. What the hell happened? Oh, God. He's got the crazy lights.
Oh my god, I love it.
Yeah, no, this is the best game of all time. What are you talking about?
Oh, here we go. And now what? Where's the glitch? Oh, God. You cannot pin him. This match will never end. Oh, what the hell is this even? Was she fighting herself here? Yeah, apparently. Come on. Oh, God!
The ghost chair.
Oh, it's the... What the fuck? I think there's like two dimensions crashing into each other, right? What the fuck?
Oh boy, what's
Hulk Hogan.
Oh, wow, he's stuck. Well, I don't know worry about him winning this match.
You can do this after eating 300 Slim Jims.
Wow. Yeah. So,
like-
no, this game was it was unplayable. They never, as far as I know, they never fixed it. And this is 2K20. 2K21 didn't happen because they had to like reorganize their whole fucking company to figure out how to make wrestling games after the other company quit. So this put a halt on wrestling games for a fucking season.
I mean, I'll absolutely give it the yes, but I gotta say, I'm enjoying just watching the glitches.
You know what? If you don't care about actually playing wrestling, like if you could just like get some of these glitches to happen, it does sound like fun. I'll give you that.
Like glitch bingo. Oh, he's oh, but this is amazing.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, what's next?
No, I think we need to finish this video.
Let me see. What is next, and we'll keep this shit. Oh, last one from Gee. Final Fantasy X2.
All right, not my last one. There's one that I don't think we've mentioned down here, but
Oh, you're right. I think maybe.
all right. So Final Fantasy X, one of my top 10 favorites of all time. Final Fantasy X-2, the direct sequel. Fuck this game.
Well, now what? You know what? Like, I love the original shitty 8-bit graphic Final Fantasies. I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy Tactics. I like the Final Fantasy Legend games on the Game Boy. After 7, they all got a little anime-y for me. So and they all kind of blended together. So what differentiates this one?
All right. Well, it's primarily the difference between 10 and 10-2, where 10 seemingly was the story about political intrigue, corrupt religious organizations, and going on a quest to save the world. This one was wear lots of dresses.
Hey, that can be good too, though. Well, all right, fair, you know, because you described the plot of Final Fantasy Tactics with the first one. So you described the plot of Final Fantasy Tactics with that first with Final Fantasy X. Now, had Final Fantasy Tactics 2 ever come out and it was all about trying on dresses, I would have been very disappointed. So I see where you're going.
So not only that, but they took away a fair amount of gameplay elements. They reduced the number of characters. They introduced a new battle system, which anyone who liked Final Fantasy X was pissed off by. So it was not what.
Now this looks like a goddamn Britney Spears concert. You're telling me Final Fantasy X was not primarily Britney Spears concerts?
Correct.
All right. You know what? I've never even played this game. I already fucking hate it.
Look, they for some reason they changed. Like this girl dancing around was one of the main characters of the previous game, and between the end where she was some super religious, savior who cast magic and stuff, now she's a giggling pop star who fires twin pistols, and I'm what?
Sounds horrible, Mr. Miller. Yes or no?
Yes.
All right, it's unanimous. Unanimous, yes. All right, what do we got left on this dog shit clock? Pokemon Swords and Shield. Mr. Miller, I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna say I'm a fan of the fucking Wild Zone.
I think you're wrong.
Gee, do a tiebreak.
I like this one.
Oh wow! I got a friend in Gee. I got a friend in Gee. He puts things inside of me! I got a friend in Gee.
But I'm a lot more likely to replay this one than I am Gen 3 or the Sun and Moons.
You're a monster. But you know all the controversy, though, that went behind it.
Well, you're not wrong. The fuck was it? Like, what the hell was it? National Dex controversy? Whatever the fuck it was.
Dexters and stuff. People who were cranky over Jigglypuff not being in the game and Maractus not being in the game. I could care less about that, actually. I was fine with that.
I was a little pissed at first, but
I mean, I didn't care because I knew they were going to add more with DLC and
Yeah.
stuff.
The fact that it didn't go to all of them is kind of ridiculous still, but whatever.
A little disappointing. So I bought 3 copies of this game. I bought the double pack from GameStop before they all closed down. And when I pre-ordered those with the intention of a midnight release, meeting up with people, getting more things from GameStop, because they usually give out pins, lanyards, shirts, and stuff at my GameStop during the midnight releases. And they even catered Jimmy John's and stuff like the midnight releases.
I've never seen that shit. Yeah. There was one time it was for like a Mortal Kombat game, and they were having they had a fucking live DJ and a fucking first game have a tournament. Winner gets some shit. I don't know. I didn't win.
But they just did not have a midnight release for this game, so I wanted to play at midnight with other people. So I just pre-ordered a digital copy of Shield. Yeah. So there's my 3 copies. Plus, I bought the DLCs. I spent $230 on Sword and Shield in the end. And coming from X, Y, Sun, Moon, the Megas, and I thought the Megas were creative. I thought Big Pokemon was just.
I 100% agree with you. Megas are the best.
Megas are the best because
I like big Pokemons over the fucking horrible Z moves, though, personally.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
Okay.
I'll agree with that, but just big Pokemons compared to Megas
I don't know.
was such a huge downgrade to me.
I found it more appealing just because I kind of find appealing kaijus and things like that.
Like,
Yeah,
if
I mean,
everything had. So they had the Dynamaxes and they had the Gigantamaxes, where the Gigantamaxes were different. If they were all different, had a different appearance and stuff, I'd be a little bit more okay with
well,
it.
that's part of it. It's like it's like laziness almost. It's like
Yeah.
when you make a Mega or a Gigantamax, you gotta fucking create a whole new thing, a whole new model. But this way, like you do 20 of them or however many there were, and then the rest of them just to make them big.
Yeah, it was lazy.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys like kept up with like the competitive side of things. It was popular where I'm at because one of the champions went to the college that
Oh shit.
but the Gigantamaxes were banned. Competitive.
Oh yeah, well,
So
what the
people just used big versions of Pokemon, and it just
Nah,
was
it's-
not fun.
Yeah, I get, like, honestly, it would be cool if certain conditions you fight giant ones. I get that. Maybe not even like you can't even capture them and make them big. Like that would be fine. But it's just stupid. A stupid thing. I don't know. Do Megas again. Do those again.
And then another complaint. I've been told recently that you can buy the copies of Sword and Shield now with all the DLCs included.
Yes.
Yeah, probably. Yep.
For the $60 price tag.
$90.
Oh, is it 90?
90.
Oh, interesting. But still, you can speed run the game now in 4 hours without glitches. You can skip the game. You can go straight to the the Pony Wilds or something. The
ice one, yeah.
Yeah, you can go straight there as right after getting your starter and get a level 60 to 70 Pokemon, then go straight to the wild area, go to the first gym, and beat the game in 4 hours.
Horrible.
Just horrible.
I gotta stick by my guns. I'm just going a flat out no on that one.
I can see the arguments, but I like. I spend way too much time in this game shiny harvesting. I'll be perfectly honest.
No, yes.
You're all monsters.
You're not wrong. You ain't wrong, home brother. And my final pick is Dusty Diamond's All-Star Softball, because this is the fucking abortion that we got in America instead of Softball Heaven, one of the greatest games of all time. In Softball Heaven, you could be a frog, you could be a Tengu, you could be a Kappa, you could be all these fucking fantastical things and barnyard animals. In this one, you're a bunch of people and randomly also Satan.
Satan is just a random choice.
Yeah, Satan is a choice in this one also, and is in the same slot as Satan is in Softball Heaven. Let's get there. Here's Satan hitting against Biff. See if you can find the character select screen here. Let's see. There it is. Oh wait, go back a little bit. Yeah, it's all people, but there's Satan. Oh, they got minor.
Luigi on the bottom row.
What's that? Waluigi? Oh yeah. Pedoluigi they got. I think they have a witch, maybe. Although I'm not seeing her anywhere. Oh no, maybe not. But yeah, it's horrible. Horrible. Although, the worst game of all time, I'm starting to doubt it. Some of the shit we've seen here. I'm gonna go with a soft meh.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. The characters is a travesty, but all in all, most of the game is still intact, so I'd say meh.
Yeah. Apparently, this one's got a cult following for all those unfortunate souls who didn't even know there was something better out there. But what do you say, meh, Mr. Miller?
Yeah, I'll give it a meh.
All right, we're getting down to the wire here. What do we got? We got E.T. Is that the one you were missing there, Gee?
Yes, that's the one.
E.T. for Atari 2600. So yeah, this one is famous. They buried a bunch of them in the desert. It was rushed for a holiday season. It's barely a game.
Yep. Now, I've also played this at one point or another back in the day. I had no idea what I was doing because I was way too freaking young, but...
I feel like I had the same experience. Like, there was an old Atari laying around, and I hooked it up and was playing this horrible shit, and couldn't figure the shit out. Although Cowboys, the Atari game, now that's a game.
I like Barnstormers myself.
I don't know what the hell that means.
But okay, so anyway, but E.T. for the Atari 2600. So this one I felt like I had to put on here, not only just because the game itself was terrible, but it also embodies an event that almost literally killed the video game industry in North America. You know, while like this game in and of itself was not solely responsible, it has become the poster child for the issues that plagued it, because everyone was releasing dog shit games. No one had any faith in them anymore. They were all selling them off of various names. I mean, fuck, a dog food company had their own video game at one point, because everyone thought that they could just, make a quick buck by releasing whatever dog shit video games.
Fucking capitalism. Mr. Miller, yes or no?
I'll give it a yes, just because I still don't understand what's going on.
Thank you.
You see, what's going on is E.T. needs to collect...
He's the phone home, you dumb bitch. Jesus.
Yeah. he needs to collect phone pieces so that he can get home, and he has to avoid the FBI agent. And he falls in holes. And he falls in holes.
Yeah, and also there's holes. All right, Mr. Miller.
What's with the step count?
Oh, that's how much life he has left to play the game.
Oh, so if you take so many steps, you die?
Yeah, and you'll notice that if he's touching the guy, it goes down faster.
Oh. When he gets molested, he loses life. Gotcha. It's just like me.
What? And fall down holes.
Can't get out of holes.
He's gonna strain his neck. Go out the right. I can't even stand watching this shit. Borderlands prequel and 3. What the hell does that mean, Mr. Miller? Are those different games? Are they the same game? What do you mean prequel and 3?
Because they had the same energy to me.
Okay.
Prequel and 3. I'll be honest, I skipped Borderlands 1 and went straight for 2. And I think anybody who's played 2 will say that Borderlands 2 is a video game masterpiece.
This is in my realm of fucking Team Fortress 2 for me. Well, and that Claptrap, I can't stand this fucking guy. I hope he rots in hell for all eternity. Whatever joy I might have gotten out of this video game, it was sucked out because of this motherfucker.
They're like Borderlands, the pre-sequel, like 2 had a strong undercurrent of humor, but it was there just enough, like to add levity to your gameplay. The pre-sequel put it on a little bit heavier, but it was still bearable. But there was also a lot more like long-distance running that made the gameplay blander, like a lot less stuff happening between actual fights. And then this fucking game. I tried playing this with a friend, and dear God, the humor just like I wanted to stop an hour in. I just could not take it anymore.
Yeah, they
you know what?
Really hard with the humor after 2.
I'll be honest with you. I feel like I had that experience with 2. Like I couldn't. It wasn't for me. I don't know. I heard the jokes and I got the punchlines. I heard it all, and I was like, you know what? This fucking irritates me. Fuck you.
Well, then you would hate.
So, okay.
I feel like the story in 2 was also better crafted, whereas the one in 3, Borderlands 2 had a good villain. Borderlands 3 had, in effort to the streamers, or in effort of the ironic humor, it's like, lol, evil streamers, am I right?
You know what? I could, even through the fucking irritating robot and all the other stupid shit, like I could still see in what little experience I had the quality in 2, like the quality of the story, and like it would have been it would have been fun if it weren't for all the stupid little shit that just irritated me. So if you're telling me that it just got worse in this one, and there wasn't the underlying at least decent story, then yeah, fuck this game.
here's a perfect part to illustrate. Like, you'll see in this gameplay where you're following Claptrap to this, wherever your objective goes, and he starts... This encapsulated it for me because he just starts doing the stupid stealthy bit, and I'm like, I just want to get to the thing. Let us get to the thing. I don't need to watch you being an idiot.
Yeah.
At this point, like, everyone knows, Borderlands is a loot and shoot, and you still do not have your gun yet at this point of the game. And Claptrap is doing this nonsense.
Yeah, no, fuck all this noise. I just, can't even hear him. I just imagine his voice in my head, and it fucking irritates me. So, all right, you know what? You sold me. Yes.
And I'm going to go with one last thing, because I pay way too much attention to various elements of the video game industry. Fucking Randy Pitchford.
Oh, yeah. I know him as well.
Software who left a USB drive full of company secrets and squirt porn in a Renaissance Fair restaurant.
Oh, you know what? I want to go to medieval times so bad. I've never been to one of those before. One of these days, I'm gonna leave my squirt porn everywhere. So, Mr. Miller, this is Mr. Pat, Mr. Hebrew names. This is a yes or a no.
It's gonna be a yes from me.
All right, let's see what we got here. All right, stop sharing your screen, you goddamn heathen.
Okay.
What? You weren't supposed to leave, you rotten bastard.
I did not mean to do that.
All right. So what we got here? Let's see. We got all the yeses. We got Battlefront, the Guy game, Star Fox Zero, Mortal Kombat Mythologies, My Little Pony, Dungeon Keeper, WWE, Final Fantasy X, E.T. Wow, is that 10? And Borderlands 3.
So now we just need to order them.
So now any complaints with Borderlands 3, E.T.'s Atari, Final Fantasy X, WWE 2K20. Let's see. Can we let's get all these on the bottom together so we can visualize this a little bit better.
Well, how about we just delete the ones that
because we haven't got to the delete part yet for no cost. Well, we're up to. Are there any objections? We're up to that part of the wedding. Jesus Christ! Don't jump the gun. We'll have premaritals after we get married soon enough.
I'm
Jesus.
objecting Pokemon Shield because I got you guys to admit it was lazily made, and you're still saying meh.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. How much other shit in the world is lazily made? Come on, guy.
FIFA.
Well, yeah. Sports, the sports genres.
But this is Pokemon.
Gots to catch them alls.
I mean, Pokemon's arguably a sports game. Dog fighting's a sport.
True.
Listen here, we don't want what is it?
PETA!
Yeah, we don't want PETA in here.
Oh, fuck PETA. They kill more animals than most butcher shops.
Oh, fuck PETA. You're like Lois from Family Guy.
PETA!
Alright. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Oh, Dead Rising was soft, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What are we missing here? 3 yeses. Anything see 3 yeses? Oh, My Little Pony.
Yeah.
Cappy. Let's do a cut. Gots to catch them all. Gots to catch them all.
It's Dead Island Riptide, by the way.
Rising. No. It's Dead Island, not in the top 10. Alright. I feel like this is 10 enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. I think that's 10.
Alright. So now we just need to order them.
Oh god. Oh, Hebrew names. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. All right. Anyone get any enjoyment out of these games?
I liked 2K20 for the glitches.
Ah!
I'm gonna be honest.
You know what? I'm not.
That needs to be number 10.
I agree. I agree. 2K20. Number 10. Number 10. All right. Number 9. What do we got? I feel like
I feel like number 9 would be Borderlands, just because like for me it's dispassionate loathing.
Right, like it's still a functioning game compared to all of these.
Yeah.
One of these
All right.
things ain't like the other. One of these
bring
is a
myself
game.
to actively hate it.
I mean, I haven't played it yet. I've got it sitting in like a bucket over here, and for the Switch. So one of these days I will play it, but I'm not looking forward to it now. Borderlands 3.
They ported Borderlands 3 for the Switch?
I believe so. I got like
I didn't know.
a 2-for-1 combo pack or some shit. I refuse to dig it up right now, but it's over there somewhere.
I'm curious.
Oh god,
I'll look for it. I'll look for it.
Enjoy my axe while we're at it.
I always will.
They got the pre-sequel in 2 with the first, so they have all but 3 on the Switch.
All right, whatever. Close enough.
And it's for $20. That's not bad.
Yeah. That's what I thought. All right. Next.
This is gonna get gritty from this point on, isn't
I
it?
agree. You know, I feel like Star Wars Battlefront is mostly a game at this point.
Yeah, to be fair, they have like kept servicing it and trying to redeem it.
Yeah.
It's still suffering, but at least they, tried to
honestly, I think it goes Battlefront, then Final Fantasy X10 or X2. Because those are at least games. Like these coming up really aren't games.
Yeah.
Do 8?
I guess Dungeon Keeper Mobile after that. Because once again, that's a mobile game with the point of idling.
Yeah, and the whole point of including that one was just to have a representative ambassador for the whole dog shit mobile game genre.
Hold on. This might be my fanboy runaway wild here, but I feel like Mortal Kombat Mythology is more of a game. The Dungeon, whatever the hell, Keeper.
Yeah, fair. Okay.
Wallet is hurting my ass right now. Don't mind me.
So that's why your ass was extra bulbous.
Ow! Oh, with my Broly wallet.
Wow.
It gets larger with more cash.
It's empty. 6. Oh god, that's not how you do capital letters. MK Mythologies. Oh, Mythology. Sub-Zero. Yeah, because they subtitled it Sub-Zero because they're playing on all the other characters getting their own games. Wah wah. All right, then Dungeon. I think Dungeon Keeper is it does what it sets out to do at least.
Even if what it's set out to do
yes.
is scummy.
Ew. Dungeon Keeper Mobile.
The next one should be Star Fox Zero.
I refuse.
People played it, and it came with another game that Guy admits was good. Honestly, I just said that just to irk.
I don't know. No, I'm
This is
thinking ET right now. just because it's not fun, but
I think I know, because you know what? I don't think ET counts as a game. Like, if you put this in front of, here's how I like to test things. If you could go back in time and grab a man from like 1810 and put him in modern world, and like, for example, you showed him a fucking Skittle, would he know that's food? Like, for example, if you put a guy from the 1800s in front of E.T. from Atari, does he know that's a game? I don't know. But I think My Little Pony, dog shit though it may be, at least has like a beginning, middle, and an end. I think that's number 4.
Fair.
Okay. I gotta spell this out. My Little Pony. What? Runaway Rainbow. You're a bad man. Oh, a semicolon. What the hell are we? Friggin' animals?
That hurt me. That hurt me. It hurt me multiple times too.
All right, now this is the real nitty gritty. We got child pornography, E.T. the game, Star Fox Zero, and I don't know which order to put them in. That's
oh my god, this is.
I'd say okay. Hear me out. Star Fox Zero next, because it is still a game.
As much as I hate it, he might be onto something.
Yeah,
the guy and E.T.
like
Atari,
I said, if you could adjust yourself, there were moments of fun to be had, but even if they were buried by so much immense horse shit.
You're onto something.
With
the
guy,
poetic justice is gone though. Yeah, the best game can't be Star Fox.
I know.
The worst game be Star Fox.
I was rooting for it, but yeah.
I think the guy game needs to be number 2.
Now here's why I'm going to argue for Mr. Miller. I think he's right, because sure, it's child pornography, but on the bright side, it didn't have any kind of financial repercussions for anybody. The E.T. game almost crippled the game fucking industry as whole.
And like another thing is, not everybody's going to know that the guy game has child porn in it.
Which makes it even more insidious, because you might have it sitting on your shelf and not realize that.
Same thing with E.T. It might be on your shelf, you unlucky bastard. What if somebody went through all the fucking headache to find a TV that could possibly hook up a fucking Atari to it, and they throw in their fucking E.T. game that they bought from an antique dealer for $100, and they play this shit? That's gotta be worse than child pornography. Think of all the holes they'd fall in.
Fuck up to me just is the worst, but that's my perspective. Are we gonna have to vote for this one?
Oh,
I think you've been outvoted anyway, Gee.
I think you have. I mean, I respect your opinion, Gee, but I think you just fucking lose this one. Sorry.
It's like, yes, it's a debatable, illegal thing to own, but at the same time,
it's fucking E.T. They made an episode of Code Monkeys about this shit. It's so bad.
Yeah.
E.T.
Yeah, no.
Don't forget
it doesn't
the
get the rest.
E.T. has the periods.
All right.
Well, it doesn't get them.
Ah, God, no!
No periods.
No. Fair. All right, the 10 worst games of all time. Definitive, no motherfucking questions asked. Number 10. Number 10. WWE 2K20. Number 9. Borderlands 3. Number 8. EA's Star Wars Battlefront. Number 7. Final Fantasy 10-2. Number 6. Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero. Number 5. Dungeon Keeper Mobile. Number 4. My Little Pony, The Runaway Rainbow. Number 3, Star Fox Zero. Number 2, The Guy Game. And number 1, E.T. for the Atari 2600. That was beautiful. Round of applause. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Speaking of round of applause, you get a nice little thumbnail. 10 worst games of all. Oh.
Asshole time.
Asshole time is my favorite. Wow. Bada bing. All right. Who's got a gif of the Wheel of Morality?
The gif of an ostrich.
Wow. Let me see if I can find that shit again.
No wheel of morality, just ostrich.
Wow. You're not wrong. All right, hold on. Let me see. Stop sharing. Begin sharing. Ostrich gif. Is that not working? All right. Let me try again.
Oh.
There we go. Ostrich. Turn. Tell me to listen that we should learn. All right. Mr. Miller, what did Geet learn today?
I learned
No.
cannot be trusted with opinions of video games.
Mr. Miller, you are literally multiple time. You're the most friggin' frequent guest of all time, and you still don't understand how this shit works. You have to tell me what Gee learned.
Gee learned I'm a piece of shit when it comes to video games.
Gee,
Alright.
what did I learn?
You learned what an Okama is.
Wow, I sure as shit did.
Come my way.
And Mr. Miller learned that he's more against E.T. for the Atari than he is child pornography. And that's a wrap!
Wow, you make me sound like the devil.
Hey, this is your fault right here. Alright, motherfucker? Probably are the devil. Any final words of wisdom for Chen, that son of a bitch? Shit-eating bastard?
Oh, is he still here?
Probably not. Well, I like to curse at people who are supposed to be here but aren't. Like, fuck Alan Bell.
Is he even alive at this point?
Who?
Alan Bell.
Yeah.
No one knows.
He's been supposed to be like a guest for
Yeah.
ever now. He's never been on, right?
Exactly. All right. In the words of me, I'll see you in hell, motherfuckers. And fuck Alan Bell. Oh, where's the off button?